Hi everybody, Tara Johnson here, coming to you from my home in Central Arkansas on a beautiful fall afternoon. You'll probably be able to hear my wind chimes in the air and see my dogs running by, maybe some children, I don't know. But this is the very first episode of Dandelion Devotions, and this idea has been a dream of mine for quite some time. So many of you may know me from my writing, my work as an author. I'm a Tyndale author, and I've written books like Engraved on the Heart and Where Dandelions Bloom. Some of you may know me as a singer, a songwriter, or a speaker. But however it is that you and I have become acquainted, this has been a dream of mine to find a place where people could gather and just find encouragement together, and especially in the study of God's Word. I know if you're anything like me, you've got a million things tugging at you every single day. I'm a mom. I homeschool one of my children. I've got this writing thing going on that is so much fun, but takes up a lot of time. I'm trying to be a wife, an encourager to people, a friend, a daughter, a sister, so many different things, so many things that all of us struggle with. But the most important thing is finding time with the Father every single day. And one of my things that I've always wanted to do is be an active part of a Bible study with other women. But usually they're far away. It's hard to drive there and get there when I've got all these other things pulling on me. So I thought, what better way for some of us to come together and encourage each other than with a simple YouTube channel where we can glean encouragement and time with the Lord together. So Dandelion Devotions is going to be a place where we can study God's Word together, learn a little bit, laugh a little bit. Sometimes we'll just be digging into God's Word. Sometimes there'll be music, interviews, tons of different things. But the idea is that we can draw closer to God in community. And it's not just going to be me. Please, not just about me. I want to hear from you all. I want to hear, get feedback. And we're going to be having, like I said, interviews and different people on. And I hope that just continues to bloom and grow as the program grows. And a very astute friend of mine, when I told her the program's name was Dandelion Devotionals, she said, Tara, don't you think that should be more like Dandelion Devotions? Because a devotional is a big compilation of small devotions, right? A devotional is just a small thing, which is what you're trying to do. Each episode should be like a devotion. Well, my friend is very astute. I told her, I said, there's a reason why I picked Dandelion Devotionals. And here's the reason why. It's true, each episode is just designed to be a few minutes long, hopefully 5, if I can keep my talking to a minimum. But I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. You, as an individual, you are not just, say, a mom. You are not just a sister. You are not just a worker in your office. You are not just a label that somebody has given you. You are infinitely more than that. You are created by the God of the universe for a very special purpose. You are more than the label that somebody has stamped on you. So I wanted this to be more and represent more than just the one thing. That's why it's going to be designed to be more than just me talking about something that I've learned in Bible study. It's going to be a variety of things. We're going to have music and the interviews and video, and we might even have some crafting people come on. I don't know. It's going to be an eclectic thing, I pray, as time goes on. And the dandelion part is interesting. I've grown to love dandelions, and some of that came with the creation of my last book, Where Dandelions Bloom. But some people are so funny. With the dandelion, they either see a flower or a weed, And a dandelion is infinitely more than just a weed that some of us try to pull up out of our gardens. It's the most nutritious, first of all, flower that God has created. It can be used in so many things, and it fights off so many different diseases. But even more than that, it is resilient. It can grow in anything. So much about the dandelion and the way we view it depends on our perception. Our perception determines what we do with it, right? And I've noticed that as children almost universally love dandelions. They love blowing that white fluff all over the place. But adults seem, many of them anyways, seem to really despise them because they think they ruin their flower beds or their lawn or whatever. What happened between that childhood and adulthood to make us go from thinking they're the most wonderful thing ever, something almost magical, to despising them? Well, somewhere along the way, it seems like another adult told us as children, don't blow those dandelion fluff. Don't blow those all over the lawn. They'll make a mess. They create seeds. They do something that we don't want them to do. And in the process, we kind of lose some of that magic. But dandelions are amazing flowers because they can grow in the middle of the hardest environment possible. You'll find them growing in little crevices and bits of concrete. They're resilient. And no matter what God shows you in your walk with Him, doesn't matter what life throws at you, what the enemy tries to do, God has given you, it says in 1 Peter, He's given you everything you need to live a successful, victorious life in Him. But sometimes we don't see it. We don't get it. But we can bloom in the middle of those deep, dark, hard times. And that's why, the combination of those two things, that's why I so wanted to call this YouTube channel Dandelion Devotionals. You can bloom, you can grow. And it's not even so much that you can bloom where you're planted, because dandelions don't get planted in concrete. That's where they are blown by circumstances sometimes. But they choose to push up through the hard circumstances. And the devotional, you are more than just a little snippet of something. You're more than just a label someone's given you. You are a gift that God has given to those around you. So I want this YouTube channel to encourage you and to bless you and just give you that little oomph that you need to get through another week. And you help me as I try to get this thing up and going, and I will do my best to encourage you, and we will just learn together. But stick around, subscribe if you haven't already, and we're going to be running a contest. For the first group of subscribers for the first week, I'm giving away your choice, either a copy of both of my first two books, Where Dandelions Bloom and Engraved on the Heart, or a wonderful Bible study by my friend Shadia Ricci called Legion, Rediscovering the God Who Rescues Me. And it is fantastic. We're going to be talking about that more soon. But for now, thank you so much for joining us at Dandelion Devotionals.